It is Sunday, and we have a counseling show that we like to do here on the AFW network. We'd like to help you with your problems. We'd like to help you work through that relationship, and just anything and everything. And also, we talk about wrestling.
Yeah. You can't
It's
beat
the
that.
11 Wrestling Show.
Let's hit the intro.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. And tell me all your information.
Buongiorno, everybody. It's me, the JFB, James from Boston, who, by the way, is committed to being the best man at Canada Dry's and Markova's wedding. I will be doing the toast. I am looking forward to it. I've already taken my notes.
You're going to be making toast at our wedding? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cheese whiz on mine, please.
Yeah.
I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry. And I like to give a shout out, as I always do, to my good friend. He's got the worst takes around. He's Bad Take Cade. Yes, he is. The guy's known for some horrible takes.
Oh, atrocious. Atrocious. She joins us at the end of every month. And
Yes, it's that time of the month.
It's the worst. I hate that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Oh,
my gosh.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't, Canada Joe.
Natalia
I'm
will
so
never
sorry.
marry you. It's
That was a faux pas on my part.
Yes, it was. It's a genuine faux pas. Anyways, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people at home.
I am your girl Dollywood, and this week I'm going to shout out Dayquil and NyQuil because they are the only thing getting me through this week.
Yeah. All right. Hello, me. It's despicable. Disgusting.
Hey, Roman.
He turned his back on the Deadly Saints. I will never forget that day. Is infamy. It's Commissioner Joe.
What's up, guys? How we doing? You all know me. I'm everywhere. I am everything.
We got Elvis in the chat. He wants us to salute him.
Man,
I gave him that
what have
one
you
finger.
done to rate Elvis? What have you done to rate a salute, sir?
Dollywood needs to acknowledge me, he says.
Oh boy.
Real good on not doing that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Oh God. Anyways, we got advice to give, right? Do we have a person that wants to ask us for advice?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, anyways, before we start with the main event. Oh,
We got
hey,
Ian
she's
Bill's
doing
wife
well.
in the crowd, also known as Tiffany.
Yeah.
A sweet girl. Oh,
I loved her in the 80s. I think I'm alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. That great song.
The only song that I know by Tiffany.
yeah.
So
I
it's
only
something
know
you
it's
need to know.
House.
Tiffany was a force.
Yeah.
You were either a Debbie Gibson girl, or Debbie Gibson person, or you were a Tiffany person.
I'm a Tiffany person.
Same here.
That was like, who are these people?
I know Tiffany. I know that song from there's one episode of Full House where the middle one, not Michelle, Stephanie, skipped school to go meet Tiffany.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very dangerous. And I watched it on Nick at Night because I don't remember Full House being on TV.
We have Bill call in.
We do. Okay.
You have a call in, someone asking for advice. Here we go.
Oh,
It's Shane again.
Hey, Shane.
What's up?
Oh, it's our AFW advice time.
AFW advice.
All right, quick question. I'm nursing one of the biggest hangovers possible right now. What is the best way to defeat a hangover when you're nursing one mega one? Especially when your stomach's a little bit rumbly too.
Before you said the stomach, I was like, just drink another beer.
Yeah.
That's called the hair of the dog, right?
Yeah, hair of the dog. That's the way to do it. It's not the
Now-
JFK, is it?
This is what I would say. Abstinence is the best policy. But since we're beyond that,
Yeah, it's too late for that
I
now.
would suggest an Advil
Okay.
and a big old greasy cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I might have to hit that up later. I got a turkey sandwich for matches on its way.
Yeah,
there you go.
turkey's a little bit. You're not getting the grease in that.
You're working too much with dry turkey.
Yeah.
But there's French fries with it.
Okay. Maybe
That
some,
might
maybe
help.
some gravy you can make on it. Put it on there.
Ooh, good thinking.
Might
There
help.
we go.
Waffle House
Oh.
never done me wrong with a hangover.
And quickly, just for Elvis, here's a salute for you, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, that's our logo on the show. Look at this.
Right.
All of the wrestling show.
Hell yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one. Thanks for the
All right.
advice.
Get
Hope you
some
feel
sleep.
better, Shane.
I
Yeah,
like
thank you.
that.
Love you guys.
We have cures for hangovers here on the All Weapon Wrestling Show.
Well, before we get to the main event, we have to knock out some news.
From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB.
Now we're going to be taking some more calls throughout the show. If you want to call in and ask for advice, if not, that's fine too. Matt B says a coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. Coffee.
For a hangover?
I don't know. That's got to be a really strong coffee.
I mean, it's got to be like espresso or Americano, something that's got like 300% caffeine in it.
What he should have did was last night before going to bed, pop a aspirin and drink some water.
Yeah, because you can get dehydrated quickly.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So first thing on the news, AEW has done some filing for trademarks, including the names AEW WrestleMax, the name WrestleMax, and AEW Max Month. So either we're getting a new pay-per-view, we're going to get some like monthly recaps. I'm interested in seeing what AEW is going to do with these terms because I think WrestleMax is pretty awesome. I mean, I like it.
I just assumed it was something that would lead towards January when they go to Max, like as a way to promote it, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. It's probably something to do with January and the service coming to Max.
Yeah.
Still, we don't know how it's going to affect the rest of the world because Max is mostly an American product. So we'll see.
Absolutely. So apparently a rumor has been leaked as to what one of the possible matches at Crown Jewel would be. We're talking about the Usos and Roman Reigns, the OTC, over-the-counter chief, taking on
the counter chief,
the new bloodline at possibly Crown Jewel. What do we think about that, Canada Dry?
Wow. That would be interesting because I'd like to see another Roman beatdown in that case.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense if Roman wins because you got to build up that story for Survivor Series and the War Games match.
Yeah. Which is right around the corner. We're coming right up to it right now. I mean, we got Crown Jewel next week, and then like 2 weeks later, we have Survivor Series because it's always the last weekend of the year of the month of November. So All right. Anybody else want to add anything to the Usos? What do you think, Dollywood?
Yawn. I'm just over it, man.
Yeah.
Get somebody new in there. I'm tired of this. It's the same people over and over again. I'm done with it.
There you go.
I just
Commissioner
said-
Joe.
For someone who takes forever to tell stories, Triple H is rushing this.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to do a 6-man tag match, and then 2 weeks later, you're doing an 4-on-4 War Games.
Yeah. Does make sense.
Well, the 6-man tag match would be to, I guess, introduce Jay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And possibly Hikuleo. I mean, he's still at the training. He's at the performance center. So at some point, he's got to play a central figure to it.
What's with this Castle Guard, Daniel Garcia? Is this a Joe Hendry's, the Deadpool of pro wrestling?
What?
Does he have a melted face?
That doesn't make sense on any level.
The Rock is tagged to be at to be at and to possibly wrestle at WrestleMania 41. What do you think about that? Canada Dry.
Who's wrestling WrestleMania 41? Sorry.
The Rock.
The Rock versus, do we know who?
Not saying who, but most likely a 3-way between The Rock, Roman Reigns, and The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes.
We got Jay in the back. Hey Jay, how's it going?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Do you have some advice you want to ask us here?
Advice, dude. I got plenty of advice. My advice though is for you, but our question for you is: were we talking wrestling? Okay, my advice to you is pick one match from AEW that I'm going to sell to somebody that's never watched before as to why they should watch, and which would you guys say? Which one match should I pitch to somebody that, you know, this is the match you need to see and why AEW is something you need to follow?
Ooh.
Okay, we were asking for us to give you advice, but okay.
I'll give advice. I'll give advice too.
No, you're supposed to ask us advice. It's an advice show, you know. Like, anyway, but we'll play your game. I would go with Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson at All In.
Okay.
I think that was a special.
I would go with Bryan Danielson versus MJF in the Iron Man match, 60-minute Iron Man match. That's the match you need to show.
Okay, for a bit of variety, I will go the Bucks versus Hangman and Omega at Revolution, that tag title match.
And I'm going to go deep in the archives and go with Blood Brothers, Cody versus Dustin.
I love that match. I love that match.
Great
So,
match.
like, just to like get the segment back on track. So what people call in for our advice show? You got to like something that's lacking in your life. Maybe you don't know how to cook something. Dollywood could teach you how to cook. Maybe you need marriage advice.
Yeah,
I got that too.
Yeah,
Me and Commissioner Joe.
Yeah.
Joe can tell you how to get a hot ass wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I've been married 16 years. So
I thought you said 16 times.
18 years.
Wow.
I did the math wrong. 18 years.
Doing it right when the wife's right next to you, man. That's
Look, I never said I was the best at mathing, okay?
Hey, don't you work for a bank? Weren't you a numbers guy?
Yeah, but I use Excel. Everything is done.
Okay.
all right. Let's
Can
go
I
to
give
our
you
next.
advice? Put in you a battery in your smoke alarm. That's
Yeah.
my advice to you, Black Mama.
Oh.
All right, let's get to our next one. Dominic's wife. Dominic was actually interviewed on a podcast. Dominic said that his wife is actually okay with the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan storylines as long as he tells her ahead of time what's actually going to happen, whether or not they're going to kiss or anything like that. So
This is Dominic Mysterio's girlfriend, or this is Liv
His
Morgan's
wife. They're married.
yeah, his wife.
Oh yeah, he just got married recently, right?
Yeah, he got married about a couple months ago.
Yeah, that would I think that would cause a little bit of tension.
Yeah.
I think as long as they're discussing it and letting them ahead, like nothing surprising on TV.
I mean, if your relationship is strong, it shouldn't matter. And on top of that, if she has an issue with it, she shouldn't have married him because he's been wrestling
Yeah.
for a long time now.
Well, if my perspective on this, Joe, and I get where you're coming from, but I think that here's my advice here, since I'll give it, that is a smart idea when you're a guy or a girl in this business. If you've got a significant other, do run it by them, because although the relationship may be strong and there may be a lot of trust, these guys and gals are on the road a lot. And this is a business that is very notorious for having relationships. The late, great Randy Savage once said, if you have a wife, don't bring her into business because she won't be your wife no more. I mean, I could name a couple of examples. I don't want to, Miss Elizabeth Randy Savage got broke up because of this business. Ye who shall not be named, and, his wife, that was an angle that turned into a real life shoot. I mean, it's very tough when you're on TV and you're excuse me for saying this, making out with a very attractive woman. We're men. I mean, my apologies, Dolly. We're men, and I can't speak from a woman's perspective, but you're going to catch some kind of feelings when you're kissing a really hot woman. I mean, even if it's Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, not Dominic Mysterio and Gianna Daddio. So, yeah.
Yeah, and wrestlers are famous for being slutty on the road.
Oh yeah.
I can speak firsthand. Trust me, I did it. That's why I'm not in the business anymore. That's why I got out of the business when I got married.
Now, for people that don't know, aren't you the voice for a wrestling promotion?
Yeah, I'm the voice of CZW in Philadelphia now.
Nice.
It just got reopened after the pandemic. It's bare bones, but they're doing pretty big things. They have a show coming up in Scranton with Brian Kendrick going to be there. Jason Kelce, who plays for the Eagles, is actually training. I don't know if he's going to be a regular in it or not, but they've got a lot of big plans. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'll give you guys a spoiler off the record because I can't say it in here, but there's some pretty big names that are going to be showing up on WrestleMania weekend for us in a dual venture, and we'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
Hey, maybe you guys can bring in Natalia Markova.
They think they would love that. I actually think that that's something, they would definitely be interested in.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go to our next one. Jim Ross calls Jericho the MVP of AEW. What do you think, Canada Josh?
I like Jericho's got a lot of detractors, but I think people either love him, or they hate him. There's no middle ground with Jericho.
Yeah,
and I still love Jericho. I still love that he has these big parts to play in AEW. Like, he's not the main guy anymore, but he's always got a spot, and he's always prominent. I think Jericho still got a lot to offer.
Yeah. What do you think, Black Mamba?
I have been a big Jericho fan for as long as he broke into business. I mean, I was lucky enough to briefly interact with him back in '96 when I was coming and he was going. And the guy has reinvented himself so many times. He went from the white meat babyface to a dastardly heel. Mm-hmm. He's still great. He could still go. I don't know if I'd call him the MVP of AEW. Well, I'll put it from Joe. You're a Ravens fan. I'll put it from this perspective. I'll put it from this perspective. He may not be Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, but he is definitely. I would definitely say he's the Derrick Henry. He's a very valuable player on that team, and AEW needs him.
Yeah,
and it's more than what he does in the ring. It's for locker room presence for these kids.
Robert Brown says Chris Jarrett Slowpoke is no MVP whatsoever.
What do you think, Dolly?
So the first time I heard this, I rolled my eyes real hard, and then I got to thinking about it. And I think that Black Mamba has a good point. Like, he's not. I think the words are quite right. I don't think he's an MVP. Yeah. He is probably closer to like the workhorse of AEW, because you can put him in a ring with anybody and he's going to do great. He's going to get that person over or himself or whatever's supposed to be happening. You can put a lot of trust in Chris Jericho. And you can't even say that about a lot of people who have been in the business as long as he has. But there's something very special about him. I don't know that he's the MVP, but he's nice to have around.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe.
So I can understand why he would say that, especially the first couple years. He's probably the main reason they got to deal with TNT, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Jericho is that household name. Now, that said, I've said this before, I'll say it again. The thing that I loved about Jericho is that he goes away and reinvents himself.
Yeah.
And it's been 5 years. Yes, he's reinvented himself, but once again, if you don't go away, we can't miss you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's missing with these Jericho characters.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. I think he needs to step away for a couple months.
Take like 4 months off. Just take one major story arc off, come back, and then go run something.
There you go. All right. Mercedes Moné was talking on a podcast and they asked her about her Mount Rushmore of opponents. Here is the list: Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Bianca Belair, and Willow Nightingale. What do you think of that hit list there, Canada Dry?
That's high praise.
Yeah.
For Willow Nightingale. Who recently suffered a concussion at CMLL.
Yeah.
So everyone else, I can't say no to that list. Bianca Belair.
Yeah. Okay. Black Mamba, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you cannot have Mercedes Moné without Bayley. They are sort of they're one and the same. It's one in the lineup, the other in the lineup. They made each other. Bianca Belair, I love the answer. The first two women to ever headline a main event a night of a WrestleMania. Maybe it wasn't one night, but there was a point in time where women were being put into meaning matches, bra and panties matches and mud pit matches and garbage matches. Those two kicked it into overdrive, and the WWE put the confidence in them that look, women can headline, and they stole the show. So that one I can't disagree with. It was a great match. I like Willow Nightingale because that actually gives her a rub, and Willow has been busted for a long time now in AEW, and I think in a lot of cases she's been, with due respect to people, she's been overlooked. You know what I mean? She's sort of been I don't want to say a secondary player because that sounds disrespectful, but have your pecking order in AEW, and then she's been just a tick below. And I think that match with her and Willow was fantastic, and now I think her saying this will continue to have people open their eyes and say, look, this girl is really good.
I think he's going through a tunnel or something.
Sounds like it.
What?
So Black Mamba, Jay, Jay Daddy, your sound is kind of breaking up here.
Okay, which part did I miss out on? Where's I starting to break up, bud?
I'm not even sure.
That it was disrespectful. It was disrespectful to say that that Willow was secondary.
Okay, sorry to cut off there, guys. I was going outside and my Wi-Fi shut off. I don't want to be disrespectful and say she's not, it's disrespectful to say she's not good. You know what I mean? Or people don't, wait, I think what I'm saying. Oh, people don't, not to disrespect her, but I think people have overlooked her a little bit because there's the pecking order in the women's division in AEW, and you look at that upper echelon, and I think people have viewed her as just a tick below. But she's just as good as that upper echelon. And I think Mercedes saying this will open up a lot of eyes to realize, look, because Mercedes carries that clout, they'll say, look, she is every bit as good as the people we call our top dogs, the Bakers, her, ones that are that alpha female, so to speak, in AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Dolly?
I think that this is nothing but wonderful for Willow. Every other person on that list is always, they're going to be on everyone's Mount Rushmore, for the most part. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be on a Mount Rushmore, but it's going to be pretty rare to find Willow at this point in her career. And I think that's amazing for her because Willow has proven she is so talented. She is such a nice, wonderful human being. She has earned exactly where she is, and I hope that it catapults her to the top. Because with as much as I love Britt Baker, and with as much as I love, all these other women in the locker room, Willow is a force to be reckoned with. She's such a sweet soul, and it just comes through in everything that she does. She's not going to be a cancer in that locker room. And I think the AEW needs that real bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, what are your thoughts?
It doesn't surprise me that Mercedes has Willow up there, because to me, Willow is like today's old school NXT Bailey. She's that bubbly, happy personality. No one can hate. Everyone loves her.
Yeah.
And she always uplifts everybody.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Let's go to a couple more. Bandito is set to return from his injury. He is imminent that he will return back into AEW. The word is that Moxley was always to be the one to beat Danielson. That's the rumor that's coming out from the storylines through the wrestling news. Canada, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't see Darby as the main guy right now.
Yeah.
And not Orange Cassidy. It had to be a bigger name, and that'd be Moxley.
Yeah. What do you think, Dolly?
Yeah, of course it was going to be Moxley. I think that it was way sooner than it should have been, but naturally it would have been Moxley.
Joe.
I mean, yeah, like they said, I didn't see him dropping it to one of the young guys. It just mainly because we're all traditionalists. We don't want to see a face drop to a face. Drop it to a heel and let the young guys chase, which is what we're getting right now with Orange Cassidy. Spoiler alert for later. I don't think Orange Cassidy wins the title from him.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so either.
We'll talk about that later.
Yep.
All right. I think we're at the end.
Okay.
I think it's time for us to go to the main event, which
go.
of course means we have to go ahead and use the new main event intro.
New graphics? Nice.
This is the main event of the evening.
Now we're still going to have people that might call in asking for advice, because we are an advice show and we like to enrich people's lives. So if people call in asking for advice, we're going to drop whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
And lend an ear and some wisdom on their souls.
I like it. All right. So the main event, what's it all about this week? Well, Topatron 3000 came up with our topic, and it is a good one. It's called Who's on Deck? Between WWE and AEW. No Ring of Honor, no NXT. These are the champions who we feel are going to be the next in line. I'm going to go back and forth. I'm not going to stay in WWE and then do AEW. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit. Even though AEW has a couple of belts less than WWE. They got belts all over the place. But I'm going to go first with WWE's World Heavyweight. I'm sorry, WWE's U.S. champion. Now the current
champion is?
The current champion is LA Knight. Yeah!
Yeah.
Canada, you go first. Who do you see being the next
that one's really tough, because possibly where do you go? Like Andrade, maybe Carmelo.
Yeah.
To me, I think you got to build somebody up to that position, and I don't think someone's there right now.
Okay.
On the SmackDown brand.
So is this who we think or who we want?
It can be either.
Okay.
Yeah. So who you gonna go with?
I'll go with Andrade, I guess.
Okay. Andrade's not a bad way to go. We got a picture of Andrade, I think. Let's check. Dollywood, who are you gonna go with?
I think that it's going to have to be something big when he comes back. So I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I think that they're going to have
Ooh.
to give him something when he comes back
Okay.
other than a woman.
Interesting. All right, Brock Lesnar, U.S. Heavyweight Champion. Joe, who you going with?
So I'm going a little out there. Like, this is what I would like to see. I think it would be absolutely hilarious to see Dominic Mysterio as the next United States champion.
It's Idolo.
45 minutes later, there he is.
Who did Dollywood say?
I said Brock Lesnar. And y'all know I don't watch a lot of WWE, so I'm not going to claim to be any kind of expert on that. But I do think that whenever he comes back, they're going to have to give him something. So
Yeah, I like that for one reason, because it elevates the championship instead of the wrestler,
Yeah.
which is not bad. Like, they did it to Cena.
Yeah. I mean, they did. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, that's who they did. They did to Cena as well. So, Joe, who are you picking?
I picked Dominic Mysterio to be the next U.S. champion.
Dominic Mysterio. Good
That's
Lord.
not bad. That's not bad.
I don't know about Dominic Mysterio. To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, he'd have to jump over to SmackDown, right?
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, let's be honest. The Judgment Day isn't really much at the moment. It's just 4 or 5 people. I mean, you could easily split them and they could still stay together and just be like, we're going to go conquer both brands.
Oh, very much. Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes. I think Carmelo Hayes has what it takes to be the next USA. Yeah, he's from Boston, so of course I'm going to stick up for him because I got to stick up for my Boston boys. But I like Carmelo Hayes. He's got a huge upside to him that I think we haven't seen yet. And it's going to be interesting to see where he goes, especially with Trick Williams. Looks like inevitably Trick Williams is going to get called up to the main roster. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Carmelo Hayes. I like Carmelo Hayes. Let's go to AEW. Let's go to the Continental Championship.
I was so hoping you would go here first because I have
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go Dollywood first.
Oh, I want Joe to go first. Joe is stoked about this. I relinquished to Joe.
Joe, go first.
Because I just want to see the world burn in chaos. I want Takeshita to be the next champion, and then he be the Intercontinental champion. Take
holding both championships.
Inter-Continent, just because I want to see the world burn.
I like this. That's going to open up a portal to hell, but I'm okay with that. You know what I'm going to go with? I think the Continental, it would be really awesome to see Eddie Kingston get it back again. I don't know if he's going to be ready by the time, but I mean, for somebody who needs a do, I mean, the brother breaks his leg for that company. And I mean, damn, I would love to see Eddie Kingston back into it. That's just me. Canada Dry, who are you going with?
I'm going with Swerve.
As a Continental?
Okay. Yeah, I think he can, before he gets the world title back.
Yeah,
he can go on a Continental run.
Okay.
I don't think it's that much of a downgrade to be the Continental champion, and then you could go back. Go back down, and then you go back up.
Okay.
Still holding the gold.
That's interesting. That's a good way. That's a swerve.
Yeah.
You swerve. I like that. Dolly.
I want to pick somebody that has not had a belt in a very, very long time, and somebody that I want to see on TV more. And I'm pretty
Colt
sure.
Cabana. Oh, come on.
Hey! Don't give it away. I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
You know how much I love him. No, I want to see it on Scorpio Sky.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I want to see him back. He's so good. I want to see him some more.
Scorpio Sky needs to get some TV time first.
Yeah, I don't think he's injured anymore. Like I don't know where he is.
I think he's in Ring of Honor right now.
Oh, is he?
That explains quite a bit. Let's go let's talk about some tag team belts. Let's go with SmackDown's tag team belts. Currently, right now, the current champs the Motor City Machine Guns. Who do we see taking out MCMG? Canada Dry, you go first.
This is kind of impossible. The only really candidate is the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Because they've destroyed the New Day. They've
Yeah.
destroyed the Usos.
Yeah.
There's no tag teams whatsoever. The Street Profits, the only tag teams I can think of.
Yeah.
It's weak sauce right now in tag division, so they need to build up some tag teams.
Yeah.
In order to let us do this.
I agree with that. Dolly, who are you picking?
I don't feel like I watch enough WWE to really have a good, solid opinion on this. I'm looking at the roster on my other screen, so I am just going to go with the New Day just because I love them, and that's all that can come to mind right now.
All right, I like it. Where you going with, Joe?
Wyatt 6. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Except during Raw.
I'm gonna go with Nathan Fraser and Axiom from NXT.
Okay.
Oh, they're making the call up.
Why not? I mean, like you said, the main roster tag division is non-existent.
Yeah.
It's Bloodline, and DIY. Like that's it.
That's who I'm going with. I'm going with DIY. I mean, yeah, Tiffany Trim's right. The New Day's days are numbered. I think that they're going to go dodos and separate at this point. Although I don't know, with R-Truth showing up, maybe we might see R-Truth join the New Day.
If there's a man that loves bootios, it is R-Truth.
Yeah.
if they could like hold off this breakup and R-Truth keeps them together for a little bit longer to entertain us.
Yeah.
Just let him join the New Day and be like dressing up, shaking his booty. I'd love it.
Who do we see for Raw's tag team belts?
How the hell am I supposed to know? I didn't even
I'm
know.
going to go with the Wyatt 6 because they need a push.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go back to Dolly. Commissioner Joe, who are you picking?
I have not a clue because there's like, you know what? Let's give it to the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's my pick is the Creed brothers. I think they need to get a rub really quickly in WWE. So Dolly, who are you picking?
That's not Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, is it?
Mm-mm.
That's who I'm going to go with. The two of them.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. Give them the rub again.
Choice. The Good Brothers. I like that. Well, let's go to AEW's tag division. Who do we see taking current champions right now? The Young Bucks. Canada Dry.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Murder Machine, Cage, and what's his name?
Oh, Lance Archer.
Lance Archer.
Yeah, Lance Archer. Yeah. I think that would be really cool to have a gigantic team like that, just destroying everyone.
Okay, I like that. Dolly.
No, I want it to be Private Party so bad.
Yeah.
I know that they're not great, but I love them.
I love that you say they suck, but I love them.
They're so sweet, but I miss their old intro. I don't want them to win if they don't bring their old intro back.
I like the guy with the little gate. I think that's
okay. Do you know that man's name? The security guard. His name is Cheesecake.
Really? Is that like blueberry?
Former wrestler or what?
Do what now?
Was he a former wrestler named Cheesecake?
No, I think that he is wants to be a wrestler is what I've gathered from listening to Unrestricted.
Okay. Joe, who you going with?
I want to pick House of Black to do it, to be the ones that have thrown the Bucks.
What version?
Specifically, Brody and Buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
And let the other guy go for some singles.
Let Malachi be a singles guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm all right
with that, but I don't want them to have a belt.
I mean, AEW really has the same problem as WWE. There's no like the tag division is sorely lacking at the moment.
I think honestly all the damn trios belts takes away from the tag belts.
Yeah.
You got 2 tag belts and 2 trios belts, and it waters down the product for a tag.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really want Gates of Agony to be the next tag team champions. I love them.
I lied. Can I please change mine? I have a so much better answer.
Yeah.
Thank
don't
you.
leave that back.
Let the Outrunners be the next tag team champions.
Oh,
Oh, the Outrunners. I love it.
The youngest men alive. I love it.
and you turn the FTR heel after getting jealous?
Yes.
Oh, that's happening regardless.
Right.
FTR, it's going to be so heartbreaking when they turn on the Outrunners.
Yeah.
Or the Outrunners turning on.
No. You got to have FTR turn.
Yeah.
Tony Khan has done enough damage with turning his young up and coming people heel. Let the Outrunners be the comedy but semi-serious.
Well, like you would get them over too so much by having FTR turn on them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? For my pick for Gates of Agony, I love. I mean, I just think Gates of Agony are going to be amazing. Let's go with the trios belts in AEW. They are owned by the unnamed faction run by John Moxley.
They're still called BCC. They've been
Okay.
called
You Matt had asked to call in, and there's no link to give him. It's like he's not in our AFW network chat.
Sorry, friend.
Oh. I mean, somebody could send him the link.
Listen, I have a hard enough time finding it as I am, so I have to ask Canada Dry every time. I'm like, where's the link?
Every time it's in the AFW network chat.
Okay, and then people keep talking, and then I miss it. And
yes, it is a problem, but
Look, I've tried to ask them to stop burying the link. They don't listen to me, so
they're gonna miss us. They're gonna miss us one day whenever we don't find it.
okay. So we're on to the trios belts. You said,
Yeah, trios belts. So they're owned by the BCC. That's Claudio, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta. Canada Dry, who do you say taking the trios belts from them?
they're kind of hyping House of Black again, so I could see House of Black getting another trios run.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Dolly?
Yeah, I think that he's right. I think that it is going to be House of Black, but I want it to be undisputed.
Yeah. Okay.
That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad.
That would be
I love
really
them.
good.
So
Yeah,
which one, House of Black or Undisputed? Which one you go with?
Oh, I want undisputed, but I think that you're right. I think that it will be House of Black, but that's not who I want.
Okay, so you're going with House of Black.
No, I'm not going with House of Black. I think that you're right, but I want to be wrong.
Okay, so you got to pick one. Don't take my answer. Just
I like your answer, is what I'm saying.
okay. You're
I'm
just
sorry.
complimenting. Okay.
I think that my Dayquil is catching up to me, and it's making my brain very foggy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick Undisputed, but I like House of Black.
Okay.
I like your answer, but I don't
Okay.
like it.
Joe.
I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
I
is
think
good.
that would be a great way to establish them.
That's actually a good answer. I'm going to go with the Hurt Syndicate as well. Bobby
So
Lashley.
this is Bobby,
Shelton.
Benjamin.
Bobby, Shelton Benjamin, and
Swervy.
That
no, I think
not
it's
be
going to
Swerve,
be
no.
Leo Rush.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Leo Rush we talked about this before, just taking his old role.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Being Bobby Lashley's mouthpiece.
Yeah, just being that guy. Bobby.
After last night on social media, he kind of went off on Top Flight, so you can sort of see a little schism.
Yeah, and he did mention the business card that He's like, you might have a card from them too, but I have the. So
Oh,
I mean, MVP's giving everybody a card. So
Yeah, that's true. He's handing them out like Oprah. Let's go to WWE. Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship that's currently owned by Braun Breaker. He won it this past Monday against Jay Uso. Canada Dry, who do you see ending up with the IC title?
the IC title. I really like this young kid, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I think he has a lot of potential. He's coming from Macho Man and that IC belt. No. All kidding aside, the Intercontinental Championship is a prestigious belt, and I want to see Jay take it back.
Okay.
I want to see Jay eventually take it back.
Okay.
Maybe at Mania.
Ooh, that would be not bad. That wouldn't be bad. Dolly, who are you going with?
I'm looking. Go ahead and go. I've got somebody in mind, but go ahead and go to Joe.
Joe.
I had someone in mind and I lost him. Hold on.
JFB, do you have somebody?
Oh,
I do.
I got one.
Yeah,
do.
JFB. You
Assuming they're going to keep this title on Braun for a decent amount of time and not hot potato it,
Yeah.
Ilya Dragunov.
Ooh, Ilya Dragunov.
When he comes back from his ACL.
Yeah.
Because they were sort of teasing something between the two. So
I like that. Yeah, because Ilya's injured, so it's going to be a few months before we see him back. But
that'll give Triple H time to cool down the hot potatoing of the IC title.
yeah, that's really good. That's a good idea. Who are you going to go with, Dolly?
Well, if y'all are so hell bent on a New Day breaking up, then I'm going to go with Xavier Woods.
Okay.
Ooh, I would love to see that too.
I'd love
Criminally
to.
underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say oh man, I don't know, but I'd like to see Trick Williams with the IC belt.
Ooh.
I think he's got a lot of upside to him right now. A lot of huge upside to Trick Williams if he gets the call to the main roster. Because he is currently the NXT World Champion, and he is fighting today against what's his name? Ethan Page for the belt at Halloween Havoc. So, but I'd like to see Trick Williams get a run at the IC title. I think he's a big guy. He's a pure wrestler, so let's go with him.
I like Tiffany Trim's answer.
Bo Dallas wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Dragunov.
That's what I said. I said Dragunov.
Okay, sorry. I was sending Matt the link so we can ask some advice.
Yeah.
So, here's my thing. Like, this whole Wyatt Six thing,
yeah,
don't put belts on them. That's what ruined Bray. These guys should just be this group that just tries to force
Except
change.
for Bo. You got to give Bo a belt, and everyone's kind of...
I disagree. I don't think you need to.
I think Bo needs a belt. Even if it's a short run.
You need to recognize that he's the leader. He's someone special.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Bo needs a belt kind of right now.
All right. We got a call-in, his first ever call-in for the show.
All right.
He's wants some advice. Let's find out what it is.
All right.
Hey Matt.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
What's up?
Welcome. Your first time calling in. What can we do for you? What is your problem?
I don't have a problem.
You want advice, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just how to advice of my disability. I'm special needs. I have Asperger's syndrome and high functioning autism and all that stuff.
So what is it that you want to like? How do you deal with your disability?
Yeah.
Well, I think you just do your best that you can every single day, and don't worry about what everyone else thinks. You go forward and you do your best no matter what, and be the best you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best advice I could give. Just be who you are. the world will accept you for who you are. I mean, I have autism too as well, and you know, it's a work every day. I mean, it really is. But if you stay true to yourself, people are gonna love you regardless.
All
And also
right.
surround yourself with people who lift you up, who don't beat you down.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah, I think GM Joe's wife had something really nice to say in the comments. Just take one thing at a time. You know, don't overload yourself ever.
Mm-hmm.
There you
That
go.
All right.
and keep supporting Natalia Markova.
Yes, keep
Yeah.
on supporting Natalia Markova. And next time that you call in, maybe have a question ready to ask us for advice.
All right.
All
I
right,
have a ton of
thanks,
people
Matt.
watch this. This is my first time. Okay. Yeah.
You did
All
good.
right, Matt, you did a good job, buddy.
All right.
See you later.
Yeah.
Matt has been wanting to call in for a long time.
Hell yeah. I love it.
We'll,
Well, it's
we'll let him call in every once in a while.
Yeah. Let's go to AEW. Let's talk about their international championship. It is currently owned by Takeshita. Is now the newest international champion. Canada Dry. Who do you see taking that belt?
I hate that I'm taking all the best answers first because it's Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's obvious that Ricochet needs that belt
Yeah.
to establish that he's someone special. And I don't think there's anything wrong in copying me because it's the obvious answer.
Okay. Dolly.
I don't want to be a copycat.
Meow, meow.
No, for real. But I can't think of another logical answer other than him. No, you're right. It's gonna be Ricochet.
There you go. All right, Commissioner Joe.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why Will Ospreay gave up the belt is
Yeah.
for Ricochet to chase it.
We're going 3 for 3 because it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be Ricochet.
Okay. Might as well make it 4 for 4. I mean, it's Ricochet. I mean, I eventually I would like to see Kyle Fletcher get it or Okada. You know, they've teased Okada versus Takeshita for a while, so I would like to see that. But yeah, I think it's going to be Ricochet.
Did you see Fletcher with his shaved head on Collision last night?
Obsessed.
He looks like a young John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
he's
don't know,
even
I
calling
couldn't stand.
himself the proto star instead of the prototype. He must have heard you look like John Cena. He's
There
like,
you
oh,
go.
right.
I will
I'm the
admit,
proto star.
he looks so much better than I thought he would with a shaved head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to our next one, WWE. Let's go with the women's tag belt. Currently, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are your current champs. Canada Dry, who do you see taking the women's tag belt?
Does Wendy Richter still wrestle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wendy Richter and maybe I don't. This one's tough. Like they don't have. They don't have a lot of women in this tag division that are built up for this, but maybe the Fusion Collective.
Okay. Pure Fusion Collective.
Pure Fusion.
Bad. That's not bad. I like that. Dolly.
I'm gonna go with Chelsea Green and Piper.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I like
Oh
this.
my gosh, Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Who are you going with, Joe?
I don't. Full disclosure, I don't watch WWE weekly.
Yeah.
But I do know there's these two ladies from NXT, and I think it's Jada Parker and Jakara Jackson.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick them.
Okay.
They seem
getting
to
the
actually
call
have
up.
they got the call up, and honestly, once again, the women's division needs some tag teams injected because it feels like this tag team title just bounce back between the same 2 to 3 teams over and over and over again.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna go with Io Sky and Kairi Sane. I like them. Damage Control. I love Damage Control. I would love to see them get another run with the tag belts. All right. Let's go to AEW. Let's go to the TNT Championship. Current holder right now is Jack Perry. the scapegoat. Cannon Drive, who you think is going to take out Jack Perry?
Ooh. I feel like I feel like you need Malachi Black to have a championship, a singles championship, and this is the perfect one for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need to change it. He just keeps it exactly how it is.
Okay. I like that with the Black Championship and a little bit of blood on it. I like that. Who you going with, Dolly?
Yeah, that's a good point. But I don't know. I feel like Hangman has to get something at some point, and I feel like he's so in left field right now that he could just come after anybody. And I feel like that's kind of like low-hanging fruit for him. So let Hangman come out of nowhere and get this, and then rule the world with it.
Okay.
Work his way back up to the championship.
Yeah. Commissioner Joe.
There's only one right answer to this, and it's Daniel Garcia.
Oh.
I mean, he's just re-signed. He's already getting ready to go feud with Jack Perry. And he's a great wrestler. Give him the belt and let him go.
Yeah. Garcia is
You see this happening at Full Gear?
I don't know if Full Gear. I think maybe by the December pay-per-view, was it World's End?
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see Jack Perry retaining by shenanigans at Full Gear.
Yeah.
To extend it.
And Tiffany, she really wants this Chelsea and Piper thing happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Tiffany says, I will go with Garcia as well.
It's not a bad pick. That's who I'm going with is Garcia. I mean, it just makes sense. You got to set him up to take out Jack Perry because I think this will put Jack Perry into some kind of limbo as to whether or not, whether or not the Elite are going to stand with Team AEW or they're going to stand with Moxley's group going into what apparently is going to be the next big rivalry between the invading forces of BCC. So
now, nobody wants to change their answer to Marco Stunt before we move on.
Margo, wouldn't that be shocking and heartbreaking? It's like, and Margo Stunt has done the unthinkable.
Let's go with the WWE Women's Raw World Championship. Your current title holder is, of course, Liv Morgan. Cannon Dry, who do you think takes the Women's Heavyweight Championship on Raw?
I don't want anyone to beat Liv Morgan. We can't have anyone beat Liv. But I guess all good things must come to an end.
Yeah.
I don't want Rhea Ripley to win it.
Yeah.
Anyone but Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I'd like to build a new star. Maybe the woman that's her sidekick right now turns on her.
Raquel?
Yeah.
Raquel Rodriguez?
Turns on her and eventually takes the belt.
Yeah. Dolly.
I want Natalia to win everything, but I don't think that's going to be a good pick.
Yeah, I don't think Natalia they're going to let her do one more run.
I know. Bless her sweet heart. I am going to go with Isla Dawn.
Ooh. That's not a bad pick. That's a good pick. I like that. Joe.
So I'm going with someone who isn't on the roster right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the first episode in January on Netflix, Becky Lynch comes back and wins the title for that.
No!
Look,
I'd rather stay a hair in my biscuit.
to your point, Canada Dry, you can make a start even way more easier off beating Becky Lynch than you will Liv Morgan. And that's just a fact.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Charlotte. I think Charlotte.
You're more painful. Stab me twice.
Same line of thinking, JFB.
Yeah. I mean, she's due for another run, so eventually, and
because the thing about Charlotte is she's never had a story.
Yeah.
Her story is I return and I win the title. Okay.
Yes,
And then I
she's
get
never had a
hurt.
story in wrestling that doesn't revolve around a title.
And then she gets a divorce, and then she gets hurt, and then she gets this.
Yeah, she's got a cycle.
But y'all don't want to give nothing to Natalia. Okay.
There you go. TBS title in AEW. Current title holder is Mercedes Moné. Cannon Dry. Who takes it from her?
I'm gonna steal from my good friend Backstabber Joe,
Yeah.
and take his answer. Anna Jay.
Yeah.
I think that you go with a Statlander match for Monet,
Yeah.
and then you build up Anna Jay to take it.
Okay. I like it. Dolly.
I hate that so much. That's my stab to the heart. She is the cringiest human being. Like, she is just not good. I don't have any nice things to say about her.
Anna Jay has improved big time since
and she's
started.
still terrible.
I don't think so.
I don't see a whole lot of redeeming qualities in her, so I'll never pick her for anything.
Have you been talking to Bad Take Cade? Have you been in his DMs?
Now, I've been in your mama's DMs though.
Oh, I'm going to be talking with Mom later about this.
No, I'm going to go with Willow because I love her. She deserves it.
Okay.
I think Willow should take it back.
And you are in cahoots with Tiffany Trim.
Always.
Okay.
Me
Joe,
too.
who's taking the belt?
Now, I would say Anna Jay, but for the sake of diversity,
It's your answer I stole. Come on.
Athena. After she drops the ROH title women's title to Billy Starks.
Okay.
Have her come.
Very good.
A match between Monet and Athena, I think, would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about her being on ROH for so long, I miss her on AEW television.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame she's not on free TV. Like, everything I hear, she's the absolute best part of ROH.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think the main problem is because of not allowed to do 2 matches on Dynamite.
Yeah.
That they were able to negotiate 2 matches on Collision, but only 1 on Dynamite kind of hampers TV time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with the TBS title. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Anna Jay. I think Anna Jay takes it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't think she's got a chance in hell of getting a women's championship. But I feel like she's gonna get the TBS and have at least a decent.
Who are we saying?
Anna Jay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So let's go to the women's SmackDown World's Heavyweight Women's Championship. Getting it dry. Who are you taking?
Who's the champion right now?
Champion right now is
Nia
Jax. Yeah.
Oh. Nia Jax. Who's going to topple Nia Jax? I'd like it to be Jade Cargill.
Okay.
Because this would be a nice build-up for Mania.
Yeah.
You have them lose the belt, and Jade goes after her first women's title.
Okay. Dolly.
I wanted to say JT, but for the sake of diversity.
That's not nice, Dollywood. Not nice at all.
Well, he did backstab TDS, so
I think it was really funny, Joe. I'm going to go with another lady with guns that I'm very jealous of, and I'm going to go with BFAB.
Okay. I like BFAB.
BFAB needs some build-up to do this, though.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't work there. They can do it.
Why? They gave it to Jinder with no build. Why
That's
not?
True. That's true.
See?
All right, Joe, who you going with?
It's Tiffany time. It's got to be Tiffany.
Oh, she does have the cash in.
Yeah.
She's got money in the bank, and that's who it's going to be. It's going to be Tiffany. She's going to cash in on Nia Jackson. She is going to win the women's title, and I think it will happen before WrestleMania.
And you know what? And then they could pivot to Tiffany versus Jade.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to our. We got 2 left on each. Let's go to AEW and go to the Women's World Championship. Your current holder is Mariah May. Who is going to defeat Mariah May in AEW for that championship belt? Canada Dry.
I believe it is Tony Storm.
Okay.
I think Tony Storm has come back.
Yeah.
And she's going to win the title. Revenge.
I like it. Dolly.
I love that. But I think that
For the sake of diversity.
no. I think that just to keep her appeased, I think that they're going to give it to Britt Baker.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it too, but I think that she has a lot going on right now in her personal life, and she needs a win. So
yeah,
give her that because
All
she
right.
lost the biggest prize there is.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby.
Let's go with Commissioner Joe.
I'm starting the train early. Let's go with Chris Statlander to win.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Choo choo, motherfuckers.
Statlander should be given the world. I agree with this 100%.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope she gets with Adam
I've
Cole.
said this before. I said this last week. I think Statlander and Anna Jay should be flip-flopped with who they're feuding with.
Yeah.
Statlander should be world. Anna Jay should be the TBS title.
Yeah.
No, but they could eventually flip-flop after they lose.
Yeah, eventually. But my problem is I don't like Statlander losing the TBS title and then losing up to the world title.
Do you know what I miss? I miss the boop. I miss the nose boop. Yes, I miss it. She needs to bring it back.
Forever the galaxy's greatest alien.
I'm gonna throw a curveball. I think Julia Hart gets into the mix and could topple.
Ooh, I love that.
She's coming back soon.
that.
She said
Yeah.
she's 100% cleared.
Yep.
Which can I just point out, AEW is like getting healthy like all at once, and that's great that there's so many options.
I will add to JFB's answer because we gave the House of, we were talking about giving the House of Black the tag belts.
Yeah.
You give Malachi Black the world belt. You give Julia the world belt. Like they just come in as this
as world beaters.
I love this. They're just 4 people, but they've got everything.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to WWE and let's go to their World's Heavyweight Championship. Your current owner right now, the man known as Gunther, is your World Heavyweight Champion on Raw. Canada Dry, who topples Gunther?
Oh, that's a tough one. But I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
Really? Okay.
He comes back, beats him at Mania.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Dollywood.
I like it a lot. I like that answer a lot. Yes, I'm hey. The Miz turned this week. I'm gonna go with the Miz just because I love him.
That is the worst answer.
I don't care. I
in
love
the
it.
world.
The Bad Take Kate has definitely been in her inbox to give her advice for the show.
I'm blaming it on all the medicine, all the cold medicine. I have congestion.
The cold
Damn it.
medicine. It's Bad Take Kate's famous cold medicine that he's selling.
Yeah. This is brought to you by Ricola. All these terrible things.
Nice.
Ricola.
Go. Who you going with?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, I like
You
it.
want to talk about a bad take? I'm just kidding. That's wonderful.
You got like literally like 5 minutes with this belt. Like, let him have a real belt in front of a crowd where he can actually do some great work.
Let me say that someone gave CM Punk and Drew McIntyre the feud of the year.
Wrong.
That was a lopsided feud where Drew won once and had everything taken from him.
Not to mention 80% of it was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna throw a snowball, if you will, or two. I'm gonna go with Tiffany Trim. It's gonna be CM Punk. CM Punk's going to be the next champ. He's going to
You're
get into a
probably
feud with
right.
Seth Rollins because they don't like each other in real life, and we're going to get an amazing fight between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I love
Y'all
it.
gonna be sorry when
So
it's
you're
the
saying
Miz.
so, but isn't the answer Seth Rollins then?
No, it's
Oh,
going to
so-
be CM Punk,
And then Seth Rollins and him
and then
go
Seth
after.
Rollins follows. Yep.
Okay.
And then Drew comes out and myrtleizes CM Punk, takes the belt away from him.
There you go.
No, they need to get Drew away from CM Punk now.
Yeah.
It's killing him.
No, he needs to be the one. If Punk is winning the title, it should absolutely be Drew who takes it away from him.
Yeah.
Well, only to get revenge about having everything taken from him.
Yeah. It all works. It all works in the end. It's
Yep.
all a wash. All right, let's go to the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship. That is, of course, is run and owned by Jon Moxley as your new AEW World's Heavyweight Champion. Who is going to be stupid enough to step up into the ring and try to fight Mox Canada Dry? Who are you bringing the lamb to the slaughter?
Oh, well, if he's winning it, he's not necessarily lamb to the slaughter,
That's true.
but I feel they need to have somebody who is going to step up. And I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to say Orange Cassidy.
Interesting. Okay. Dolly.
I've never loved an answer more than Orange Cassidy having that belt.
Yep.
I don't think you're right, but it's my favorite thing in the whole world. I think that y'all are going to crucify me for it, but I think it's going to be Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's going to be Darby. He's precious and he deserves it, and I love him.
Yeah. Joe.
Dollywood took my answer. I wholeheartedly believe it's going to be Darby. I think Orange Cassidy is going to fall short. And then I think, personally, I would love to see Darby take like the Sting role of the Crow Sting, where he's around, but he doesn't speak, and he's just there to take care of business, and that's it.
Okay.
I think he's going to be heavily influenced by Sting.
That's just baby Billy.
That's
It's just
Baby
Uncle
Billy.
Baby Billy.
It's just Baby Billy. That's all. Everybody loves Baby Billy.
Oh,
Do we have our baby? Yeah, there he is.
There it is, Baby Billy.
We need to play Bobble Bumpers.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Christian.
I love that.
He's got a cash in. He's got basically their version of Money in the Bank. I see Christian cashing in.
that'll be such a letdown to this story that they're telling. Personally,
Darby wins and then loses.
personally, I think I would much rather just see Christian cash in on Darby. I think that would be way more
The
interesting.
nice thing about this contract that Christian has is it's not time limited.
Yeah.
Like the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could hold it for another 3 years.
There's gonna be 3 of these different contracts just floating around AEW.
Like Christian collects the next one. He's just got 2.
He's got 2. Let's go to the last belt in WWE. It's the Universal Heavyweight Championship. It's owned by a man known as Cody Rhodes.
I've heard of this guy.
Yeah, he's been around. He's done a couple of things here and there. Nothing super fantastic.
Yep.
But he is your Universal Champion. Canada Dry, who in the distant future, because I don't expect that Cody Rhodes is going to drop this belt anytime soon. Who is the next in line to take over?
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Is it pancakes?
It is a world title that he beats Cody Rhodes for.
Okay. Interesting. Dolly.
Do you know that I would rather see anybody win other than The Rock? I mean, I would honest to God, I'd rather see Pat McAfee's dumbass get up there and take that belt before I saw The Rock.
It's the punter shoe on a pole match for the world championship.
I don't feel like I am educated enough about this. Do you know who I would love to see one more time I want to see Randy Orton with it one more time.
Yeah. I like that. Commissioner
But yeah, I
Jones.
don't think Cody's run should be past this WrestleMania.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Joe.
If he's re-signing, give it to Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Mm.
Kevin
That's
Owens.
the only way he'll resign.
Yeah.
but we've said it before. I don't mind if Kevin Owens resigns in WWE.
Yeah.
But use the leverage that AEW is going to give you. Don't sign a contract without hearing how much AEW is going to give you.
Yeah.
Counter
Personally,
the offer.
I just want him to go to AEW. I just want to see Mount Rushmore reunited.
Yeah, I do too. You guys are all wrong. Here's who's actually going to beat Cody Rhodes for the title belts. No, I'm just kidding. Dollywood's right. It's freaking Randy Orton. I kid you not. I really want it to be Randy, but I think it's going to be John Cena. I think John Cena actually beats Cody for the
And then retires with the belt.
and then retires with the belt.
Take it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, it could be Randy, but he can't retire. There's no way he can retire at 15 world titles.
No.
How many do you want him to have? Jesus Christ.
Now, I would
He needs to
rather.
get to at least 16 with Cena. At least.
I'm not going to change my answer, but
Yeah.
Gunther should lose to Cena instead of.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
I do like that.
I like that. That's a good one. All right. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go with Randy Orton. I want to see Randy get number 16.
Okay.
I would like to see him tie Cena and Ric Flair. I'll be able to bring Ric Flair back.
No.
Let's for a
Give it-
bonus answer. Let's answer.
Ooh, who do I think is going to win the Rumbles?
Men's Rumble is going to be The Rock.
Yeah.
That's how he gets into the
I
men's
agree.
match.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
The Rock.
And I think Becky Lynch wins the Rumble
Obviously.
in I think on the women's side. It's gonna be her, Charlotte. I mean, those are the only
Yeah.
two that are not in. That are
I
not.
think
in
it's
the
going to be
Rumble.
Santina Morella. Oh, Santina!
That's a weird way to say Shane McMahon. I don't.
Shane McMahon. Nah,
She's going to show up in AEW, so we're going to.
I so hope he's the backer of this new BCC group.
yeah, I think he is.
I think there's going to be two stages of this.
Yeah.
I think you'll get the elite confirming that they are the true people running Mox and his group.
Yeah.
The elite is going to say they were, and then, but we have someone controlling us.
Yeah, we have a benefactor, if you will.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's the end of our show. What does that mean? Well, there's links down below. If you clickety-clack on your keyboard like one of those crazy cats or the crazy dogs, they will eventually bring you to all the locations that we're located in. Places like Facebook, Meta Island, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok. If it's a social media,
We're on Threads.
we're on it. We're on Twitch. I mean, yeah, we're going to have Patreon where Commissioner Joe's going to show off his feet on our OnlyFans page, and we're going to make some money that way.
Sorry,
I
my wife
wasn't
says
even
no.
asked.
Joe's wife said no, so unfortunately, we're going to have to hire our one of our interns to take Joe's pictures of his feet so we can go ahead and make some OnlyFans money. All that cash, dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar.
Now, if you want to go ahead and you want to show the world how much y'all just love AFW, well, there's places to go. Now, we are big fans of Adrian Adonis, and of course, you can't get an Adrian Adonis shirt unless you go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your Adrian Adonis gear. But you're like, hey, I like middle fingers. Well, we got one for you. Let them mention me. We have the original middle finger shirts, the first shirt we ever brought out. Canada Dry has one. It's the Just Keep Fighting shirt. Of course, we have a picture of that as well somewhere over here in our cornucopia of shirts. Oh, yeah, you can just do that.
Now, if you want to become a member of our AFW network,
yeah,
you can. There's different tiers.
Yeah.
You can just join for $4.99 and become our sidekick member. There's different tiers. You can take a look if you want to put out the bank. That's fine. I think we need Dollywood to give the Just Keep Fighting speech.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Dollywood, on behalf of Commissioner Joe, I am and always will be the JFB.
I would never give you a thumbs down, even though you give yourself one. Okay, friends. So the world is weird right now. We are constantly going. Every day you wake up and there's some new world news that you just can't predict it anymore. It's not as predictable as the predictions we made today. It's a wild place out there. But I know that we have a lot of people that love us in this world, even if you feel like you don't. You definitely do. You have a wonderful community right here, and I hope that you all know how much that we love you and we adore you, and the world is so much better with you here. So I hope that everyone here and far and wide just keeps fighting.
Yeah. Hit it.
This has been an effing worldwide media
You think
production.
that's Dollywood's natural hair color? I think she uses dye job number 37.
You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others.
You ever notice that Commissioner Joe
Head over to our
hair
YouTube
is
channel at
receding quite a bit?
youtube.com/effing wrestling.
Nobody's
And
gonna
while
look
you're there,
like
click
JFK.
like and subscribe.
Those
Want
shirts
some
are so
swag?
old.
Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling.
Look at those fancy guys.
You can find all these links
They'd
and
be
much
so ugly, he's
more
gonna wear a mask.
at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.
Someone